Perfect. Perfect. We're over on YouTube. Welcome in. Quite frankly, W first. Quite frankly, sorry, I need to change the screen thingy. Bam. Create a custom thumbnail. This one, select. Bam, bam. Click save. Perfect. Bam, bam. Y'all spam that comment section. Say what's up in the comment section. Love to say hey back to y'all. Quite frankly. Perfect. So, multi-streaming right now. We're not lagging. If you want to go over to YouTube, check out the YouTube link tree in my bio. Link tree in my... Might want to check out. Trump is awesome. Come up and debate me. Fuck. Oh, never mind. I found it. I guess it's charged. I mean, I guess I have my charger there. Sorry. I need to check out... Okay, I'm not going to do this. I do not. W. I'm going to go over to YouTube, make sure it's not. If you support Trump, join up in the guest box. I'd love to talk to you, love to have a debate with you, love to have a conversation with you. Perfect. Is the war over? No, the war is not over, but we will be talking about all the updates that happen within the next couple of days. Okay, Donald Trump has said that the war will continue until it is necessary, or as long as it is necessary. Someone typed in the chat, but it won't tell me who. That's odd, quite frankly. We about to die for Israel. They're not gonna strike the mainland. Okay, they won't strike mainland. We won't like fearmonger here. But Donald Trump did say that there could be American casualties. Yeah, what's up, Paladin?
I'm 18.
No, you're not.
Why? How am I not 18?
Are you? What state are you from?
Florida.
What name? What time is it in Florida?
It's 6:43.
What's this? 3 cities in Florida.
Tampa, Miami, and Jacksonville.
3 more.
I can name way more too.
Name 3 more.
Clearwater, St. Petersburg, and Fort Lauderdale.
How many hours are in a work week? In a full time?
Well, I don't.
Yeah, brother, you're not 18. I thought you were. I thought I heard an accent there, but it doesn't matter because you're not 18. No zygotes allowed on this stream, please. No zygotes. Gagged. Quite literally. I love asking people that because they just don't know what to say. Quite literally. Chat, I don't work because I'm still in high school and I have parents that provide for me. You should still know how many hours in a work week. I mean, I learned that when I was in like what? 3rd grade? Yeah, what's up? Do you support Trump?
Yes, sir.
Why is that?
Well, I mean, as we see for right now, I mean, he's the one that's protecting all of us from, Iranian missile strikes and, all the things that go down in our country as we speak. I mean, he's also pulled out over $216 million from, I believe it was South America for transgendering teaching across the platforms from Africa to I can't speak today. I'm so sorry.
No, you're good. Take your time.
To South America in of itself. I mean, he pulled all of that out. I mean, he applied a lot of tariffs that were applied to all of this, but it's had to see that they've all been, I guess, not in use anymore because of, I forgot what happened a few days ago. Did that happen? But he did apply a few things to that would actually drop my gas to $2.6 a gallon from $5 a gallon. I mean, there's plenty of things, and there's also the Indian Reservation Act that he's actually put out and he's signed to actually apply and to appeal to people who are of the Native American what's the word for it, culture that actually allows them to grow and use their land and do what and to actually expand their land too. So that actually idea was one of the reasons.
On the first point you made, what he's doing with Iran, do you support what happened in Iraq in the early 2000s?
What?
Do you support what happened with Iraq in the early 2000s?
So what do you mean by that?
Well, I think it was George W. Bush. I'm pretty sure.
Well, that's not Trump. So that's
right, but do you support what we did with Iraq?
That we went and we invaded them because of 9/11, correct?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if anyone was to come into our country and commit a terrorist attack and kill over thousands of U.S. people, then yes.
Yeah,
absolutely agree.
I mean, quite literally, no one supports what happened in Iraq. So many people's lives were lost for absolutely no reason, and in fact,
that's what happens when you kill over thousands of people in America. That's what happens. I'm sorry to all the innocents who were, killed or anything, but the actual point is that don't fuck with America. Okay, that's it in the actual sense.
But what are we gaining from in terms of Iran? Like, what are we gaining from working with Israel?
We are gaining fear, and we are gaining the whole term to what I mean by fear is we are applying fear to many other countries and of itself the exact same way that we actually applied it to the bombing of Hiroshima. Goodness me. The bombing of Hiroshima that actually impaired a lot of individuals to be more afraid to, cause nuclear warfare like Russia or Germany or.
We're not under the threat. I mean,
Italy.
We're the most powerful people. We're the most powerful military in the world, and we're in NATO. Like,
by Air Force.
No one would attack us
by Air Force. Not by Army, because we are not the most in strength.
Either way, we're in NATO.
When it comes to the front lines. But yeah, with who?
What do you mean with who? Like specific countries?
Yeah, well, yeah, like who? Because if you're going to apply that ideal that, we are friends with these NATO countries, well, yeah, but there are still individuals like China, like Russia, like there's even more than that, but I'm not going to go ahead and say how many there are.
If Russia or China attacks us, it's going to be World War III.
Exactly, but the actual client is that they don't even have the chance to take it, though.
Russia and China will never.
No one knows that. We didn't know that the Iranians were going to bomb our U.S. base in Israel.
But Iran didn't bomb the U.S. bases until Israel until us and Israel.
Yeah, because we wanted to impact the war between them and Palestine. We applied that, and that was the only way that we could push it across that, hey, quit your shit with Palestine. And they still pulled their shit. When we use the idea of a peace treaty involving certain land, we applied the idea of actual money of billions of dollars to go. It's just we've tried everything with them. It's not as if we can do anything else about it except use brute force. Because you know why? Brute force inherently works, and a lot of things that actually apply when it comes to the war itself. if a individual isn't going to learn from the ideals that, hey, we have tried everything that we have done, quit your shit or else.
But they've been saying Israel and Benjamin Netanyahu has been saying that they're 3 weeks away, like a month away from getting nuclear bombs since 1990s.
Yeah, because they are growing rapidly, and the amount
it's been the same propaganda since 1990s.
What do you mean? It's the same propaganda since 1990s. They have grown increasingly, and when it involves the front lines of their whole entire military, they have grown increasingly when it has came to the missiles, whatever it's called, that will attack our fighter jets. Like, they have grown uniquely in the expansion of that and their front lines in of itself. They have been getting money after money after money. We have sent almost billions of dollars over to them, and they won't change their ways. We were almost there to a peace treaty, and then they had to go out and make
a deal. We had a deal. We did have
a deal, and then they broke the deal. And then you saw Trump get interviewed.
No, they never broke the deal. There's no evidence that they broke the deal we had with them. Donald Trump pulled us out of the deal.
No, they killed 12 people.
But that was the part of the deal. The deal with that we had with Iran was the fact that they couldn't build any nuclear they couldn't like enrich they couldn't build any nuclear bombs, and we had oversight over the nuclear
facilities. And then they agreed to that. And then you know what happened? A few days days after that, 12 Palestinian individuals were unalived by Israel's people who were in the military. They went back into war after the death. Yeah, they killed 12 individuals. 12.
You're talking Iran killed 12 Palestinians?
Yes. That's why they went back into war itself. And then Trump got interviewed a few hours later, and here were his words. They don't know what the fuck they're doing.
No. We're not talking about the deal in 2025. We're talking about the deal in 2000 when Donald Trump took us out of the deal. The deal with Iran that we had in 2019, where we had I
know nothing about that.
Well, we had a deal with Iran. I think that was put under Obama, where we had 24/7 control or oversight over their nuclear facilities, and they couldn't build any nuclear bombs. And then Donald Trump took us out of that.
What? I'm so confused.
We had a deal with Iran where they couldn't build nuclear bombs, and Donald Trump took us out of that.
I don't recall that at all, but I mean, I don't. Okay, so since I don't know anything about that in and of itself,
I can give you the name. Give me 1 second. I'm just searching it up here. Give me half a second. My Wi-Fi is a little slow today. The JCPOA. The JCPOA.
JCPOA. Okay, I don't know anything about that because I wasn't really around.
Donald Trump took us out of it.
Okay, well, I'm debating you right now, but the actual ideal here is that they attacked first. And so we applied the idea that, hey, you fuck with us, you fuck with all of us. So we went out and we are starting a declaration of war with Israel because they won't quit their shit. And I think that's why Trump is such a great president. And as an individual, is that he won't take shit. He hasn't taken a lot of shit ever. In fact, he's known as one of the most individuals that won't take shit that involves Putin or Kim Jong Un or
he's Putin's lapdog. He's Israel's lapdog.
He's Putin's lapdog.
Same with Benjamin.
It's pretty hard to not be when they almost dropped they showed military plans of a bomb called the Little Boy, and which was over 500 megatons of what? Yeah, uranium and bombs. That was the size of half of Japan in itself. It's a world-ending nuke. Yes, we don't have anything of that sort in our hands and army because they can build that shit with any sense and form. Yes, obviously, he looks like Jesus right now. He is pretty much the Jesus of our time right now because we can't do anything to stop Putin. Okay, so for example, if we had the idea to say, hey, I can't stand Russia anymore. Let's go invade. Let's go invade Russia right now. And if we were able to invade them, he would just nuke us all. If we were in his home, bombed. If we did anything of any sort with any other country that would involve invading Russia, we're all gone. The idea of us being alive is over. He has the power of pretty much Jesus in his hands. Are you going to be there and say, hey, I don't agree with you, and sit back and say, yeah, I don't agree with you when the man himself has the power of Jesus in his hands?
What I mean by when he's saying what I mean by when he's saying he's like Putin's lapdog, it's because he revoked funding for Ukraine and then put it.
It's
back
hard
on.
not to. He's
Why did
everyone's
he revoke
fucking
funding for Ukraine then and then put it back on?
Well, because I hope you don't know anything about this. He's in close contact with Putin, right? So every one of his ideals are coming from where they have had a conversation. Obviously, Putin does not want to pull out. He has had no idea to pull out whatsoever until he gets the land of Ukraine, right? So the actual idea that's applied that says, hey, how about we make a peace treaty with Ukraine is not possible. It's just not. Putin wants this, and Trump can't do anything about it. You do want to know why? Because if he was to actually apply the idea, hey, we are going to help Ukraine in itself if you keep trying to fight us. If he was to go out and say that shit to him, we're involved now in the war too. And then they have the idea to say, you know what? If you guys even win the actual war, nuke to everybody. It's a win-win situation for Putin and every fucking degree. If he dies, we all die. If somebody else dies, we all die. If anyone dies to his family means, we all die.
Not necessarily.
Again,
no, not necessarily.
Again, the man has the power to kill off
the only way like the whole world it would fucking not vanish, would fucking like get nukes all over would be
do you know what happens when a bomb that has over 500 megatons is bombed out across the world? They tried it.
My point is
they tried it in the outskirts of oh my goodness. Okay, so they tried it in the outskirts of Russia, and they sent out a test bombing for the actual bomb itself, which is called the little bomb, right? And that was only 100 megatons of uranium, right? That increasingly killed over 18,000 people itself alone, all because of the radiation that involves the air, the water, everything. It's actually what's been killing off all the glaciers and is causing what we see as global warming in of its own self. That in its own self, and which is only 100,000. They have a bomb of the width of 500,000. It's 4 times the actual size of the actual bomb itself. So if you were to explain the actual idea of if we were to implode this bomb onto Earth, it's going to kill millions of people with either radiation, the explosion, or the increase of global warming from all the glaciers, and it inflodes the Earth with water that is radiated to distinct. It'll kill off all fish. They will kill off all marine life. Earth as we know it would become non-existent to human life.
My point was that this would only happen if like the system that they have would be put in use, in terms of if no one responds to the attack that happens to Russia, it automatically attacks pretty much every enemy of Russia. That would only be implemented if we literally kill off everyone in like every person in terms of military.
It would only happen. No, because
this would, you said it would happen if we kill off one of their like family. That's not necessarily true.
Anybody of close representation to Vladimir Putin was to be unalived, and the ideal of the war between us and them, or from Ukraine and them and us, if that was to happen, the world as we know it would go pretty much on average and high majority extinct, if not a few 20,000 individuals who were to stay alive if they don't have radiation already. The actual ideal that you're saying that, oh, that's not going to happen, it would absolutely happen. He is that disgusting of an individual that, in every way and form that this war could actually go, with us having to win, is non-negotiable. In fact, if we tried to even bomb their nuclear sites where they hold this bomb, that will explode there too. So it's already expanding as it's being destroyed itself when it's being bombed by us, right? So in any set of the outcome that the war is to happen and that we somehow win, the world is going to end as we know it. Again, the man has the power of Jesus in his hands. And I'm not even joking.
You really think that Putin is gonna like bomb the whole entire world?
He would absolutely do so if the non-success of him in the war does not come to a close. There has never been a time where I have seen personally where a man hasn't threatened the entire world that, hey, the world as you know it will go extinct if
like
this does not happen.
There's threats. I'm not disagreeing with you there. I mean, he's threatened to nuke, but it's just
There's
like,
even
I'm not
rumors.
saying. So when I was gonna say it's unlikely. It's just due to the fact that like I just don't think that we're in a situation right now, or we will be in a situation.
But there is no situation where we would have the upper hand win, because every win for us is a lose-lose at the end of the day when it comes to winning that individual war with Russia. That's the thing, though. We can't win. There's nothing to win. In fact, there's even...
Okay, so how about... would you agree with like no one having nuclear bombs? No country.
Absolutely. I've dreamed of the idea that would never happen, but it happens, and it's still a real thing. I dream of it.
You would support that, right?
Yes.
Okay, I mean, we're in agreement here. I don't think anyone should own nukes. I mean, but here we are. We're trying to get rid of... he left. I'm gonna get off now, chat. I'll not off, but like I'm gonna... I don't know. I feel like I need a haircut. I should do that, huh? It's like fucking... Everyone comments on it every day. I'm gonna go bald. $10 and I'll go bald, quite frankly. $10 and I'll go bald. Okay, Bigfoot, you are... quite frankly weird. I wasn't paying attention to the chat. Hold on. We are just a few short weeks away from World War III. False. False, false, false. What's up, Aaron? I see you in Jen's live. Oh, and he left. How? Oh, that's a bummer. Let's just take a look at a quick update here real quick. See if there's any updates. No updates so far. What's up, YouTube? What's up, YouTube? I'm gonna get off here soon. So that I don't want to expand that. Fuck. Well, all we're seeing here is that Iran has still not confirmed the death of their supreme leader. Supreme leader was President Donald Trump said there was no immediate comment on Iran on his status. Yeah. Cool. Iran has struck back following U.S. and Israeli strikes on its territory after talks with the U.S. about nuclear program. Looks like they struck more. Okay, I'm gonna get off now. I'll be back later on.